let's talk about the damage. There's gonna be a lot of damage if you guys really follow up on this idea, but we can fix it. It cannot be that bad. The damage is all the ones who have relationship with someone and the children they have. If women only focus on the damage, they will try to protect this video and they will not allow the rest of the world to translate it in their own language, in their own culture, based on family wise. The world is not about family in one house. The world is about family in all. If you love your wife enough, you were able to protect her, and the boy and the girl she already make, you can join the two so that she can be the God that create her mother and father. And then if you really know you love her enough, you will call your sister, son and daughter to join, so that if your sister, son and daughter make a little boy, that is you. Or you can call your sister to carry your own drop, because when your sister body join together, and that is just you, the little boy. And when your sister body join together, that is just your sister. But to be sure that you're really in the table, you have to plant your seed inside your sister, daughter, or inside of you, according to the age, 18 years, 29 years. You cannot go to a 9 years old child. The skeleton is too young. And if you're gonna download from 9 to 9, your skeleton is too weak by the time you're 50 years. Because when you want to operate in the bedroom, as you move your lungs, it was very young when you get it. It make the bone will never mature, because you have to copy a strong vibration. When the child is 9 plus 9, that meaning you, the 9-year-old baby, you're inside 9 years strong, and by 18 they give it out, then you have double. So try to watch what is the strength of a 9 to a 9 baby, you're outside, then a 9 plus 9 inside, and then 9 years later you're the 27 as a 9, but you came from the double body that is 18. So let's try to put our ego out of the subject, because I'm gonna sleep, but this is my thinking that is coming from the wind. Now, you are married, your grandmother is married, your auntie is married, I know, but that is just school relationship. But if you're looking for solution, how you, the woman, will able to find your husband. You see him today, he look real, but you know your son is from your stomach. Your son is now the 23. You met your husband 25 years ago, but now the 25 you kiss is now a 50-year-old with a 23 years old son. But 2 years later, the son will be a 25. You will believe that your husband is now your son, the 25 you met. How can you really believe that your husband is supposed to call you mama? In your own subconscious, in your own blind baby body that went to the school book that tell you about the Quran and the Bible, why do you think that your husband that you love so much should be a 25 years old and just walk away and find another lover? Do you believe that life was here to meet somebody and give them your body and then they find another wife? You actually giving your own life away. You collect the love he gave to you, and then you give your flesh and then send it to the school, and then your own body is taking your husband's love and your love and give it to a stranger, and then you welcome them and say, my daughter-in-law, welcome my grandchildren. So try to look beyond the blindness of mankind and the future of mankind. We made a mistake yesterday, but it's not too late to correct it. How to correct it is you knowing what is your son. Your son is painted by an Asian man. Your son is painted by a black man. Your son is painted by a white man. All you need to know, the different paints, you will see the different structure. The inside of your son is your flesh, is your skeleton, is your eyes, is your hair. only paint in a likeness of your husband. So you need to step out of being your mother-in-law. Yesterday he called his mama. Until the day he died, he know his mama. But he called you his wife. You divorced. But these children are in the world, which is your mama that died inside of you, your papa that died inside of you. Now you get them out and you let them fly away. You need to call them back and say, hey, wait a minute. Come here, my son and my daughter. You are my mother and my father. You died to become me. And now I get you out of me. I cannot let you go away. Before you go away, I need something back from you. I want you to make me again. And how that's possible? Well, it's not difficult if you learn to close your eyes. Close your eyes. Picture you as the 9-month-old baby in the bedroom next to your mama, papa. Picture the day you were born. They put you in between the two of them and they holding you, smiling, talking to you. If you can picture yourself and then try to put yourself in your mother's stomach, and then picture yourself being the 1-day-old, and picture yourself taking the paint and put it in your father. Now you are just your mother flesh. Picture when your mother, before she met your father, picture where she was. She was next to her mama and papa. And if you try to know that her mother and father die to become the she, it takes two to pretend to be one in a relationship picture. And now, this one little girl have mama, papa grow up thinking she is alone. And now, she fall in love and then she make a boy and a girl out of her. So, yesterday, she came out of the two. Now the two came out of her. But she is not joining the two to make the one. She has to join the two to make the she again. She was little. She was never big. She become the God that make the two little ones. Now join the two little ones that are now the 33 and the 31, or the 18 and the 22. Join the two and then print the little you again, and then allow your son to go fall in love. Allow your daughter to go fall in love. But 5 years later, call them again, say, Mama, Papa, come here. I need you to give me another body. Because 5 years ago, you make a little boy. I need a little girl out of you. All I need you to do is just give one drop, and then 9 months later, I'm going to take care of the baby. Then your daughter come, which is your mother, and your son come, which is your papa, and give a drop, and they go about their business. 9 months later, the baby is born. You take care of the you, because that's the little you. Why you don't notice? You are 50 years, you are 60 years and 9 months old. Your daughter prints the 9 month old on top of your 60 year. That's how it goes. But if you don't control your own fruit in your basket, then it will spread everywhere and you cannot go to the future. You have to first call the two, print the little boy, and call the two again and print the little girl, and now they can go to love. Love is not the body. There is a God that died to be one, and then the one make the two, and come together to make the one, and go in the street and then come back 5 years later to make the other one. And then when they grow up, you take the two again and join it to make the one. The more you join the two, one bloodline, the stronger you get to become in your body. And then your dick will never be empty. Why? Because you are made of the two. That is your own bloodline. Because your father was your mother lover. Your father was not a bloodline, but your brother is a bloodline that is not going to be finished. So that's how the life go. You have to go fall in love, but never forget to come home to print your life and give it to your mother. If your mother is not alive, give it to your sister, your older sister, to take care of the little you, so that you can go and live your life, and then sometimes you come to babysit yourself. This is how the life goes. You have to look where you came from, not where you're going. Where you're going is just the dinner table and the toilet. And then do recreation. There's nowhere to go except recreate yourself by the one bloodline and look back where you was. Everything is on the yesterday. If you don't look back on the yesterday, then you cannot see what you need to do differently to go to the future. For the rest, for a woman who don't want to lose her husband, you're going to lose him 50 years later. He's going to die in your bedroom. You're going to go to the graveyard. Do you want to find him in a grave? You want to plant his seed and beg the sister to give you the permission. Only thing the sister needs to know, that she doesn't exist, that she's just the mother of your husband. All you need is a 9-month-old. When many groups come together, it will not be difficult. Then you can find your husband. If you allow him to give you the last life out of him, and you want him to make love to you, and doesn't function anymore, you think he's cheating on you. Sometimes they do cheat, but sometimes it's because when they were 16, they pump too much out. By the time they're 32, they have few, and they spend 16 years with you, and now it's empty. But it is never too late for them to catch the train. If you don't catch the train, you're really finished. Oprah need to catch the train. Oprah need to get pregnant and step down. Donald Trump need to find the family to step down. Otherwise, they will just be a memory on the video. They're not going to heaven. All the good they're doing, forget it. The only heaven they need to go is Oprah Winfrey. Their sister have children. Oprah is still young to get one drop out of her brother or one drop out of her mother daughter, and then print this baby, not the father side, the mother side. Oprah need to be in this world. If she waits till she die, it's over. Donald Trump, they want to be president and vice president. Show us miracle on TV. Get pregnant and get your baby body out of you. That's miracle we want to see. Donald Trump need to know the 2 children he loves so much, that's his wife, mother and father. And he owes it to his wife to get a 9-month-old out of the 2 from the doctor and give it to the woman who think she find a millionaire. She need to get the 9-month-old out of her daughter with the drop of her son. Then let them love whoever they want to love. But she need to get her body, that her mama and papa, they become her, and now they step down. So Oprah and Donald Trump, if you want to be president and vice president, show us your life that is dying inside of you. Donald Trump was a little boy. Get yourself out. Look for your sister or your auntie daughter, so that we can see the little you, the miracle you. If you die, then your wife live on. That's not your son. That's not your flesh. If even she's from the same backyard where you came from, it is not about which apple tree, it's which apple your seed came from. 1,000 apple, every apple is separate from the other apple. If you're not from this apple I just bite, you're from the apple the queen just take a bite, then you cannot stand inside my apple, because the apple I eat is not the same what the queen is eating. When the queen eats the apple, there is a seed, amount of seed. It's like you came from your mother, and your mother's sister is your auntie. That's what you need. You cannot jump. You cannot jump. So take care. I have to take the rest of the day off. Okay, I have to clean my house and do some laundry. Every day I have one day. If I don't do the job I have to do today, tomorrow I have double. So please don't feel bad. You're gonna lose your husband. You're not gonna lose him. You know why? Because if he know his future and you help him, you're gonna own his love more than ever. It's about investing his life. It's not about losing him. He's not allowed to love his sister because his sister is his mother. It's only going to do recreation. Take care.